You know a way out, right? Adam knows a way out.
Yeah.
You also know you're immune. Your freedom is at the tip of your finger, right? You can just peace out. Why don't you?
I think WILEY probably ties my character to Pretty Lake.
Right.
Like so that's probably his biggest investment in Pretty Lake.
You can't leave WILEY.
Yeah. And she has trouble leaving because of the implications with spreading the virus.
That bar is your home base. It is everything you have. It has that connection to your parents. Is that really the reason that you hold to it so dearly?
Stacy did not have a fantastic relationship with her parents. It wasn't the most loving of homes for her. She's kind of come off a little with a harder edge. So she, I think, owns the bar because it's what she knows. It's where she was raised, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So she knows what she's doing. It's comfortable.
We kind of set up shop at the bar, and we kind of bond over, I guess, this accidental murder. And she's very, very good to me. And I think he starts to kind of realize that she does care for me, even if her caring for me does lead to her making some interesting choices.
Pat is back.
Pat is back.
The relationship between Pat and Ronnie now is different. How has that sort of affected the character?
The way I approach it is when Pat's around, Ronnie's very vulnerable. He's at his most honest place because it's the only person he really trusts. I mean, his sister and his brother.
So where do you think Pat comes from? Is it the drugs, kicking the drugs? Is it a side effect of the virus, or are you genuinely crazy?
I do know people personally that have lost somebody very close to them, and maybe they don't physically see that person standing right there, but I know that they've talked to them, and they have kind of have connections, or so if it's somebody you always had with you in your life, you kind of seek that person, and I think that is naturally what's happening to Ronnie because he has nobody else.
In a world where there's definitely a time limit on your life, so therefore on your love, is it really worth it? A lot of the times, right? It's such a question.
This is something that I feel so passionately about, and I think so bleeds into real life. Why are we waiting anyway, like, to express our emotions and to tell people how we really feel and to, like, you know, do whatever, like, absurd gestures we might think for the sake of, like, keeping up this presentation of ourselves, like, we're cool. Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Any one of us could die tomorrow, regardless of if you're in Pretty Lake or if you're in Toronto.
Yeah.
So, like, feel what you feel, do what you do, be who you are, say what you say, and who cares what anybody else thinks.